Today, we're exploring one of Porto's most enchanting spots, Livraria Lello.
Livraria Lello is said to have inspired J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter books, and I can believe it, regardless of what she says. The minute you step in, you feel as if you are transported to Hogwarts, because you're greeted by this incredible red staircase that winds like the neck of a dragon, reaching up to these stained glass ceilings that look like something out of a Gothic church.
We just recently visited Porto, fresh off a visit from Livraria Lello. It took us 2 tries, actually, on 2 different trips to visit this. But when we returned this past spring, we were definitely a lot more prepared than before. Livraria Lello sells tickets weeks or even months in advance. So the sooner that you get your travel dates and book your tickets, the better off you'll be. So what we're going to do today is we're going to share a few tips that you can use to make sure that you A, skip the line, see it without the crowds, and actually get in. So, without further ado, let's dive in. This is one of the busiest attractions you'll find in Porto, especially during the high season. So, we want to share our tips on when to go, how to purchase tickets, and how to have the best experience at this amazing bookstore.
Tip number 1 is take advantage of the golden ticket option. It offers priority access, a reserved book of your choice, and if you want a larger or more expensive book, which there are plenty to choose from and a lot of collectibles in there, you can just exchange it for a more expensive book and put the $15.90 towards that.
Once you add it to your cart and proceed to checkout, you can schedule your time. So we booked the first entry at 9 a.m., which we suggest you do, and manage a few photos without any people, which if you've seen this before, you can see can be a really difficult task. Mainly because the rest of the day is this endless stream of people, so it will constantly be full of people. Getting it at 9 a.m. gives you definitely an advantage. And you can with the golden voucher. Considering it's only €8 more than the general admission, I have no idea why everyone doesn't book this ticket.
So don't spread it around. This is just a secret for you to find out.
Us and you.
And once you are armed with your golden ticket and you have it loaded onto your phone, you want to make sure that you get there very early. If you booked a 9 a.m. ticket, I recommend getting there at 8 a.m. and standing in line. Dave and I got there at 8:30 a.m. and there was already 20 people in front of us. And we were like, no, we missed it. But we have a little insider tip for you. At about 8:45, the employees came and started putting up signs for the queues. There was a 9 a.m. sign, a 9:15, a 9:30. So there were all these different signs and we went, oh my gosh, we've been standing in line all this time and now everyone's running to these lines. And luckily for us, Dave decided to wait and he said, I have a golden ticket. Do I have to get in that line over there for 9 a.m.? And the guy said, nope. You just stay right here. Golden ticket holders do not have to line up in that queue. They get to skip the line and go right in. So no matter what time of day with a golden ticket, you never have to get into that long line of hundreds of people that are standing on the sidewalk. You can walk right up to the door for your timed entry. So we got right to the front of the queue and were first in with our golden ticket because Dave was smart enough not to join me in that long queue over around the corner. Okay, so let's talk about the J.K. Rowling and Harry Potter connection. I mentioned this at the top, and she has claimed that she has never stepped foot in this bookstore, but there's really a lot of hints that Livraria Lello was the muse for Hogwarts. And this rumor has kept Potterheads coming back from all corners of the globe to see this incredible building. And when you see the staircase with your own eyes, it's really hard not to believe that this bookstore didn't somehow inspire her writing.
Obviously, because J.K. Rowling lived in Porto in the early 90s and wrote Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone at the Cafe Majestic, which is just on the other side of Porto. So I do find it hard to believe as well.
I can really see how the entire vibe of Porto inspired Rowling because there are so many cultural sites that have similar vibes. There are several shops that have the spiral staircases. Places like the Cafe Majestic have really ornate decor. And there's a lot of neo-Gothic and Art Nouveau architecture all around the city.
One of the most, I would say, distinguishing features inside there is this really large stained glass skylight that is adorned with their motto, which is honor in work. It really dominates the room at the top of the stairs, and it is a main feature inside the Livraria Lello.
And besides the skylight, there are so many things to see. There's a lot of historic books, and if you look closely, you'll see some really ancient ones behind glass on the shelves. And they have an entire room dedicated to the Little Prince that you must go into the back to take a look at.
And they also have a section dedicated to Harry Potter. So I think there's definitely a connection there. I remember seeing the Sorting Hat. Remember the Sorting Hat was there?
So it's worth going into just to browse. Because remember, this was a bookstore first. It has morphed into a tourist attraction where Harry Potter fans have come to visit it. And it was known as the most beautiful bookstore in the world, and it's truly meant to be visited.
It is. And, you can spend anywhere from, 15 minutes if you wanted to zoom through, all the way up to an hour like we did.
So the moral of the story is, book your golden ticket, book it for first thing in the morning, get there at 8 a.m., stand at the door and wait. Even when they put up the sign, tell them, nope, I have a golden ticket, I get to skip the line, and then you can go in. Take your photos of the staircase with nobody there, and then run up to the top and take some photos with nobody there, and then you can relax and spend an hour perusing the bookstore. If you really want to explore this without the crowds, we suggest visiting Livraria Lello during shoulder season, and that is during the spring and autumn months. Somebody asked in the bookstore when we were there, when is the best time to come? And a person said, February at 3 p.m. So
There you go.
February on a weekday at 3 p.m. We did hear that there are some quieter periods, like right at lunchtime. That makes sense because a lot of tourists are going in for lunch. Later in the afternoon, when all the tour buses have already left the city, and an hour before closing on a Saturday evening is what we hear is very good. So there you go.
And if you do book any of these times, let us know in the comments so everybody can benefit from when those low periods really are. So I hope all these tips and insider information allow you to have the best experience possible at the Livraria Lello. We went through all the mistakes so you didn't have to. You can also check out on our blog, we have an article dedicated to how to visit the Livraria Lello that is constantly updated.
And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel and click on that bell for updates because we put up new travel videos all week long and you don't want to miss a thing.
Thanks for watching and ciao for now.
Bye-bye.